think I'm live. It's a little faster every time. OBS is very convenient about letting me on. If I do go live, I can check. Yep, looks good. OBS is... I don't have that one thing on, do I? That should always be off, the thing that was causing me to cut out before. I'm just gonna hope that the settings are correct. Wait, am I live? Connect your encoder to go live. Oh no, I am live. I'm live. Always be off, the thing that was causing me to cut out before. Okay, I can see I'm not cutting out. That's fine. All right, this is the Ratline demo. This is a game set in 1970s, where you are, I guess, hunting Nazis. I don't know if I could say that on YouTube, but you're hunting them, so you know you're the good guy. And here we go. Oh, this is a detective game, by the way. That's why I'm playing it, is because it's a notebook game, detective game, it looks like. So it looks like a lot of fun. We're in Budapest in 1971. It looks like a church. Music's really cool. I need to balance the audio a bit. Well, now it's quite quiet. And now we're in Queens, New York. So someone died in Budapest. And I guess maybe this is where I live. Maybe I'm a detective in Queens. I hear something very faint.
Mr. Perlman?
Is that me?
No, thank you, Mrs. Muller.
Soon, Mr. Perlman.
Soon.
Soon. The dog has great ambitions. So I'm Mr. Perlman. I bet that one last case is not going to be one last case. I bet it's going to be a lot of cases. Alright, this is already reminding me a lot of Root Trees Are Dead. I'm at a desk. Navigate left and right using arrow keys or WASD. You can also click the sides of the screen to pan. Can I look at the ceiling? I cannot. Go back to your board, click on any piece of evidence to open it. Like this? Oh, okay. Sign in name. Click on the first name or surname on a target. So name, assign a photo. When it says click on a target. Oh, it's saying, oh, this is like Root Trees Are Dead. This is like, wait, did that take that? Search and name and click on the first name. I should probably look at the little videos that it actually tells me how I'm supposed to grab new names. So you can grab a face like that. Is it like Root Trees where you have access to all the names from the start? That's kind of what it looks like. Click on the first name. Yeah, on a target is saying like, I have a person. It is like, it's the same UI as Root Trees Are Dead. Open a piece of evidence you can, okay. But we should probably do what it says in the tutorial just so. Bill? Well, we know this person's, I guess for the tutorial it just has the name as well. Billy is the only result. Okay. I'm not crazy that it says Bill Campbell here because it's the tutorial and it's trying to teach me how to put in a name, right? It's not more complicated than that. We don't know where this person is, though. I saw something pop up when I hovered that. Assign a photo. So I can search for a name, and then I can drag headshots from this photo to identify targets. So maybe this is the part where I start using logic, because I don't know which one of these people is built. They're doing this guy in the example, but I think that's a different name up there. It's hitting the road earlier this year. Camden Bus Tours has been steering visitors through the sights and stories of our fair city. I'm blown away by how many folks are hopping on, says proud owner and sole tour leader Peter Giacometti. Business is booming, enough to get a mink coat for the wife, a unique watch for his son, and fixes to the old bus. They even received a special visit from their sponsor, keen to inspect the side of the bus and take a photo. Clearly the tour is a smash. I loved every minute of it, said local pawnbroker and friend from neighboring Burb, Collingswood. R. Green. Me and Mrs. Green can't wait to come again. For tour bookings, please call Peter at this number. I wonder if I'm gonna have to call that number at some point. So we're still in the tutorial. It's telling me I should be able to assign a photo, so presumably that's the next thing I'm gonna be able to figure out how to do. What is this? Can I perhaps zoom in? Oh yeah, I can. Roger Green, managing director. Oh, is this gonna be a process by elimination where I know he's somewhere in that photo? So we've got Roger Green and his wife are in the photo, and then the Peter Giacometti is the sole tour leader. So maybe this guy? And is this the guy's son? And then this, I guess, is Bill Campbell, if we're saying he has to be somewhere in this photo. Or maybe he's that guy in the background, who knows? Can I just close this? Is that safe to do yet? Hi, Saul. My regards from the Garden State, New Jersey. Looking for your help picking out a wanted fugitive. Bill Campbell is a fraudster and identity thief. Oh, he likes to move towns regularly, reinventing himself. My suspicion is that his new alias will hold up to casual usage, but he probably needs to use his real name for other things, financial, legal. Look out for any evidence that leads you to him. I probably should have read this first. I didn't actually know why we were looking for this guy other than the tutorial says to. Pick out his new alias, first and last names, plus his current location. Okay. So we'll find him because he has legal or financial documents that he needs to put his actual name on. Can we make this bigger? I don't see anything too crazy. Use document button to open photo. Oh, wait, what? Is that the document button? Use document button to open. Is that this one? I feel like this is what I would think of as an open photo. I feel like, okay. So we're looking for, so the owner of the watch is B. Campbell. So I guess that's a financial listing because he's saying that he owns it. So whoever owns the watch is him. And we're saying he was able to buy his son an expensive watch. Wait, business is booming, enough for the wife, unique watch for his son. So we're talking about Peter. The name is Peter now. It's not Bill anymore. Peter. That's the one we're talking about. Giacometti. I don't know what current in current location means, but it's 1971 now when I'm a detective, right? Okay, this is sort of coming together. Diamonds is pawn. The managing director paid a visit. So if he's getting the wife new jewelry and he's getting himself He's getting his kid a watch. So I guess that's his wife, and that's him in the photo. So we can say this right here. Wait, what? You can drag headshots from this photo. Wait, what? Oh, okay, like that. I start dragging from there. Okay, get new evidence. Press and hold a question mark to get... So the first is just an example hint. So it won't actually tell us anything, will it? This is an evidence hint. Click the button below. You can use these hints to find new evidence or conversations. Click again. Next hint gives answer. Well, we can probably figure out the answer ourselves, right? Get character hint. Press and hold the question mark next to any target field to get informational hints. What? Oh, like this. Can we do it for one that we already know? This is an exemplar. Click for actual hints. Okay. Open glossary using the tab buttons. In the Ratline, you will be asked to solve a series of cases that make up a level. You will be presented with a series of suspect headshots on your board. To correctly identify a suspect, you must identify their likeness by dragging a photo, their current pseudonyms first. So it's always the current pseudonym. Interesting. Their current location. If a person is deceased, you can mark their location as the last place they were seen alive. There may be multiple photographic instances of a suspect. You can use any likeness, regardless of their age in the photo. I'm sure we're going to find someone as a baby or something. When you filled in all suspects' details, maybe he's the kid, actually. When you filled in all suspects' details, you can check your results. Results will return the following. More than 2 errors, less than 2 errors. You were entirely correct. That seems like what they do in Golden Idol. Okay. It can't be the kid, right? That's not a clue that it's the kid. What's this bit about Mr. Green and his wife? Local pawnbroker from Collingswood. Wait, is this the pawnbrokers? Oh, this might be the pawnbrokers. Wait, what parts make a difference? B camp. Okay, the name should still be the same, right? But I'm not too sure about the photo. This could be Roger Green. This could be Mr. and Mrs. Green. I was thinking this photo was like the guy that. Okay, wait. No, okay, I understand. It's this guy. This is him. He's the tour guide. That's why he's got this lion thing that is also on the bus tours, and why he's in the middle, and why he has like this ID tag. I completely misunderstood what was happening in this photo, but I think this is correct now. So now, where is he? He's running Camden bus tours. Does that mean he's in Camden right now? I don't think we have any other. Wait. Rose Street Gallery, Amsterdam. That's where the... Well, I'm getting a little bit mixed up on the watch again, though, because it has an owner. It has a listing. So he's trying to sell the watch? This is an American phone number, so he's at somewhere in America. Even if this is like Amsterdam over here, this guy's in America. He's in Camden, New Jersey. There's a Camden, UK. We do steal a lot of town names. All right, give it to me. How do I correctly identify the name, location, and visual identity of your target? Where's the... You need to fill in all fields first. Here we go. Oh. Have I ratted him? I ratted him! He's been ratted, but then why is it this guy in the achievement picture? It's fine. Everything's fine. All answers are correct. That's the important part. Dear Dan. Oh, look, it's a Golden Idol thing. He's been running bus tours. I tracked down Bill Campbell in Camden, New Jersey. He's been running bus tours under the name of Peter Giacometti. Seems like the tours haven't been doing all that well, as he's been pawning items, including his son's watch, to a man called Green. Okay, so they do a word filling thing. It's sort of like Golden Idol, but instead of filling in the names and then filling in the word filling thing and then filling in the overall case, it's just the names. And then, I don't know. The bet icon, or you can look around. Whatever. You petted the dog. Can I look at this thing over here? Is it too secret? Italian bishop found murdered. That's what we saw in the beginning. Body discovered in front of altar. Bishop Vincenzo Tura was found brutally stabbed to death. I shouldn't say his name all silly. In the early hours underneath the altar at St. Matthias's church, Budapest. Authorities have not determined a cause, although the ferocity of the attack may suggest ideological motives. Or maybe it's personal. Scrawled above the altar was the word Ratline. Police are continuing to look for leads in the wake of a wave of Am I going to be able to see? There must be. Definitely can't make it. Wait. There's something at the top, though. Hold on. News, Gianli record. I mean, those could be random words. I've got a safe, but I'm not allowed to open it. This is me, probably. When spouses stray, fathers vanish, or lovers leave without forwarding addresses, many turn to the courts. But for those seeking answers with a bit more urgency, Saul Perlman remains the city's... That's me, Saul Perlman. Remains the city's quiet constant. A veteran of the private investigations trade, Perlman is known for his calm demeanor, sharp eye, and unmatched success rate in locating the absent, whether romantically, financially, or legally inclined to disappear. More recently, his talents have been put to use by the NYPD in Queens, where he's assisted in several fraud investigations. According to sources, Perlman's meticulous approach has helped identify multiple suspects now facing formal charges. I just follow the facts, Perlman said. If that leads to someone dodging rent or running Ponzi schemes, so be it. Everyone's hiding something. It's just a matter of looking in the right filing cabinet. That's me. I'm that guy. This city. This lamp. This radio. There's gonna be stuff hidden. Wait, how do I... There's gonna be stuff hidden. Oh. Why does it jump ahead so far? I might not know how radios work. There's stuff, they've hidden something on here. They've hidden something. Oh. This is just off, isn't it? Overview. So we've got that. We know the controls. Snap documents. No one taught me how to snap a document. What's that even mean? 1, 2, 3. Isolated document preview. This probably is useful, but I don't know if I'm going to remember all that. Snapping. To snap evidence, press and release shift. How the evidence snaps depends on whether you have selected for the evidence to stack or go to... Oh, I can like stack windows? Setting it to 1, 2, or 3, and then selecting the unique snap option. In level 3, you can look up the library. Why are you telling me about it now, then? Rolodex is my repository of businesses. Click on any business. How do I get my Rolodex? I feel like I'm seeing some of this stuff early. How do I snap this? Shift. Am I snapping it? I'm pressing shift. Do I have to go over here? Do I have to have it open or like not open or... I mean, the scaling is working. I don't know what the shift button is supposed to do. Can I like stack it with something that's the same size? I don't understand evidence snapping. Hopefully it'll make sense at some point. Tomorrow brings a new case or whatever. Oh, here we go. Got a phone call. Hello? Is this Perlman? It's 3 in the goddamn morning, that's what it is. I'm not joking, Mr. Perlman. Yeah, nor am I, buddy. What do you want? Mr. Perlman, may I ask, what does the Ratline mean to you? The Ratline? Never heard of it. Sounds like a pest thing. How about Bishop Tura? Huh? You have an article about him on your wall. Did you know that Bishop Tura was a former member of the Nazi Party? Hang on, 1 second. Get back to that bit about you spying on me. Who are you? He wrote extensively about how the Catholic Church and National Socialists could become allies. Later, he put his words into action. How so? Bishop Tura was in the business of human cargo. On the night of his death, he had on him a list of Nazis he smuggled out of Italy after the war. A list? That's what the Ratline is. A passage to... Oh, it's like how they went to, was it Venezuela? I forget which country they went to. A passage to freedom for the perpetrators of human misery. Tura was a key helper. How did he manage that? He used his influence to remove them from prison, hid them in his monastery, secured... I feel like this is like a weird reversal of like what happened when the Nazis were actually in power. Like, because they would have done this to their victims, but now... Never mind, it's fine. Capable... I wonder if that's intentional. Capable guy. What does this have to do with me? Mr. Perlman, I must be brief. We have a list, but we need an outside source to help us. You are well known as a top sleuth. Oh, this is one of the situations where they can't trust anyone, so they need someone that's on the outside. That's what's happening. Buddy, I don't know who you think you're talking to, but do you want to go after them, Mr. Perlman? These Nazis, these killers, many of them live comfortably, growing old and fat. They believe they are beyond our reach. And this may be our last chance. Oh, I'm already on board. We'll start feeding you names. With each case, you'll receive a dossier. When you're done with one, the next will follow. Can I trust this person, though? Probably. Wait, you know we could do a retainer. This won't be cheap, but I could work something out. Good night, Mr. Perlman. Await our contact. I don't think they agreed to pay me. I think they're, in their mind, I'm just doing this, you know, pro bono. Only 2 people have AC in that whole building. Oh, this is from it's the same Chinese from Golden Idol case 3-4. I mean 4-4. There it is. The dossier, just like I was told. I'm ready. Marathon Men. All right, enough of catching low 2-bit fraudsters. Some documents can be flipped. Click on an arrow to see what is underneath. Is this where snapping comes in? Open the Rolodex on your desk. Oh, there's my Rolodex. Diego Rodrigo. Why am I... I've got a short attention span. Why am I calling Diego Rodrigo? And can I not auto-dial him? I actually have to... Do I need a new shirt? Is this just me having a very short attention span and not realizing that I was told about this? Hello, is this Diego? It is a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Perlman, is it? Yes, it is. I believe you've been looking into the Schultz brothers. I have. My brief was to look for German dentists in Buenos Aires. Oh yeah, Venezuela? Listen, don't worry about my geography. I think that's in Venezuela, right? I don't mean to alarm you, but there are a lot of them. I've really had my filling. Aha, ha, ha, ha. I see. It's a little joke, you see, like fillings that dentists give. No, I get it. Anyway, I have one promising candidate, a Dr. Schmidt. What can I help you with? Tell me more about Dr. Schmidt. Tell me about Dr. Schmidt as a dentist, okay? Dr. Schmidt is a practicing dentist of some renown in Buenos Aires. I should know because I've become his patient. He's quite chatty in between sessions with the drill and pliers. Do you know Schmidt's first name? I have not been able to discover it. He has no certificates in his office. Highly suspect if you ask me. I've never encountered a dentist who didn't want to parade his honors. Does he have any family? He speaks fondly of his older cousin in Canada. Apparently, his older cousin pioneered a rather celebrated new technique called an oronectomy. Dr. Schmidt. Am I going to be able to, like, save stuff from this conversation? Because this is this is 2 things for me to remember at least. 3 things. He's got a cousin in Canada. His cousin does an oronectomy. And his name is Dr. Schmidt. Dr. Schmidt claims to have played a role. You know much about it? Me? No, but we got to remember Nico. A charming fellow patient visiting from Paraguay spoke highly of the same procedure he had with Dr. Schmidt last January. So, how are we going to track his cousin, a dentist, in North America? Dentists in Canada need to conform to national certification, so he'll likely have retrained. I suggest speaking to the National Dental School and taking it from there. Thanks, Diego. Does he have any distinguishing marks? Apart from the beard? No, I don't think so. That's all I need to know. Thanks for your help, Diego. Appreciate your war on dentists, the gums of Navarone, if you will. Call me again anytime. Buen dia, Diego. All right. We got a lot of evidence, I think. Oh, nice. We have the entire transcript of the phone conversation. And we've got Dr. Schmidt's current patients list. Okay. So we've got a flippable document as well. I'm still pressing shift and not really understanding what it does, but... Ralph Schultz and Fritz Schultz. Okay, so we know their real names. We're looking for their pseudonyms. So we don't have any idea which one we think is the... Which one is Ralph and which one is Fritz, do we? These could be the 2 cousins, I suppose. Dear Friedrich, I heard you are shipping out tomorrow. My undying love for my 2 blessed boys. Please make sure you and your brother shave your beards before then. You must be the only men in your unit who look so slovenly. Also tell Ralphie to wash his face daily to stop infection. The dental exam results came back. I'm so proud. When the war is over, you can follow in Ralphie's footsteps. Love, Ma. So, I guess Fritz is short for Friedrich. So they both had beards. Who knows if they shaved them? But the dentist does have a beard. And Ralphie had some kind of infection on his face, so maybe he's got pockmarks. Do we have the letter to the other brother? Oh, this is to me. Mr. Perlman. I guess it always goes over here on the left. I should probably start from there. The Schultz brothers, wanted since 1949. It's believed that they fled initially to Seville and then on to South America. It's possible they're not any more identifying as brothers, but as some other close family relations, such as cousins. We have contacted an associate in Buenos Aires to assist you. His name is Diego. That's how I know Diego. I was supposed to read this before I even looked at the phone. Click on the arrow to see what is underneath. This will open as a separate window for easy comparison. Yeah, I've looked at all these. Is this going to be the photo where we try to... Okay, so this immediately tells us that the guy that could have had an infection is, they both have beards. They're the only ones with beards. And, Ralphie to wash his face daily to stop infection. So this will be Ralph, and this will be Fritz. But we don't necessarily know which one is which. Or actually, no, we do know, because the one without the infection is going to be... I feel like I'm making progress too fast, but then again, it is the first case that's not a tutorial case. And maybe I am still in the tutorial. So he's a dentist in Canada that we don't know the name of. We don't know what last name he's going by. Cousin does not have to have the same name, the same last name as his cousin. But the surname that he's going by is Schmidt. Oh, whoops. Schmidt. Okay. And he's currently in Buenos Aires. And the other one, I think we know that he's in Canada, but we don't know where he is. So we don't know his first name. We don't know much of anything about him at the moment, right? Same procedure. His older cousin pioneered something else. Is this where the shift click goes? Can I like overlay something? The thing is, wait, what? Why is there a 1 next to hints? What could this possibly mean? I need something transparent to overlay on this, surely. There's half circles, there's triangles, and there's a square. I don't think I've seen whatever that goes with yet. So the next lead that I have is on the cousin. Presumably is actually Ralph Schultz. But we don't really know that for sure. We can open the Rolodex. And we can find D for Dentists Association of Canada, maybe. How would I do that, actually? Let's go back to the evidence, just make sure I have that right. Dr. A. Schmidt, okay. Is there something hidden here? Also, I feel like there's two different languages here. Perio-Maint. That's not English, is it? Dr. A. Schmidt. I'm definitely going to need to use this. And we know that our buddy is Diego Rodriguez. Wait a minute. Oh, Diego Rodrigo, right? Okay. So what's that other lead we've got? We've got a lead from the, if I look at the transcript of the, Rodrigo. Oh, here we go. Dr. Schmidt is quite chatty. He's an older cousin in Canada. Oh yeah, do we know which one's older and which one's younger? When the war's over, you can follow in Ralphie's footsteps. So this guy Ralph Schultz became a dentist first. Which would make sense if he was older. I think. Yeah, that would make sense if he was older. Nico from Paraguay. Nico Schroeder? Can we just look for someone named Nico? Is it really that easy? No. The Rolodex only has American phone... Well, these aren't American phone numbers, actually. There's should be 4 digits at the end. How do I get in contact with someone in another country? Spoke highly of the same procedure we had with Dr. Schmidt last January. I'd suggest speaking to the National Dental School. If I just look up N for National Dental School of Canada. No? Doesn't seem like it's that easy. Are these all like the same length? Like they're all one page for each like letter of the alphabet? Canadian dentistry. Okay, that's what we want. 305 433 196. Canadian Dental Organization, provider of top-notch instruction from coast to toothy coast. Hello, who am I speaking with? This is Natalia. I'm the senior administrator at the CDO and Dr. Schieffer's personal assistant. How can I help? Natalia, I'm looking for a passing acquaintance I met in Buenos Aires, a German dentist working in Canada. Sure, you're a dentist yourself? I'm not. Sorry, my name is Saul Perlman. Superman? No, Saul Perlman. Sorry to disappoint. I'm afraid we had many Germans pass through our esteemed halls. I cannot necessarily help you. Anything else I can help you with? Tell me about the oronectomy. The oronectomy is a groundbreaking procedure in humane cavity replacement, invented right here in Canada. Oh, that's dark. I wonder how he came up with that. I wonder what led to that discovery. It's a little technical, but you take a drill and put it deep into the crown. And typically it's done in 2 stages a year apart to allow for regrowth. Who invented this work? Well, I can't give you direct info on our members, but there was an exciting conference in Montreal recently that honored the creators. I'll send you some materials once we're off the call. Also tell Dirk you were asking about his work. Dirk. Thanks. In fact, there was another doctor from Buenos Aires. Perhaps you know him, although I'm forgetting the name. Tell me more about the CDO. We're headed up by Dr. Herring. He's out right now. CDO trains and certifies all dentists who want to work in Canada. We work with a variety of student dentists as well as mature expatriates who want to work here. Where do your expatriates come from? Oh, everywhere. England, France, Argentina, lots of South Americans, though very few of them native. What? Is this, are there a lot of these guys over there? What about you, Natalia? What's your story? Truthfully, I want to be a folk singer. Do you listen to folk music? You mean Bob Dylan, Neil Young? Oh no, that's far too commercial. I do a lot of traditional Canadian working songs. I've got a little commune out of town. This pays the bills. I see, thanks. I also sing a lot about the danger of candy, for kids mostly. If you want to know what it can do to your teeth, you should talk to my friend Beth at the five pieces. Oh, it's a Root Trees reference. Oh, okay. It is Root Trees inspired. I haven't had those in years. All right. Many thanks, Natalia, for the tooth and nothing but the tooth. She didn't like it. Very nice. You have a good day, sir. All right, we got a few things. That were useful. So, what did she say the person's name was? Dirk. We think it's Dr. A. Schmidt. So Dirk doesn't, oh no, Dirk could match for the other one. Oh, and look at this. Wait, why does this guy have this evil grin like this? Oh, this is the guy right here. Dental Innovator 1971. We already knew it was him, though. We already knew this was the guy in Canada. I guess his name is Dirk. We'll replace it later if it's wrong, I suppose. Why does the other guy have such an evil smile? Why is he grinning like that for? This guy was in the other picture. Hold on a second. Can I go back to a previous case? How do I go to a previous case? This guy was in the background of the other picture. I'm sure of it. Oh, they did this in Root Trees too, and it was absolutely diabolical. Wait, how do I find that? How do I go back? Settings? I don't want to go to the main menu because it might not save. No, I've seen you. Can I like save your face somewhere? That doesn't go anywhere if I put it on the board. Who is this guy? Okay, it's fine. Everything's fine. This guy has got an evil smile too. What's this dirty dentist society? Okay. Dental Innovator 1971. How does that actually help me though? And did I get his location? Canadian Dental Society. Montreal? I guess he's in Montreal. Is that what I'm to take? Montreal. We'll go with that for now. Don't know if that's going to be right. We're headed up by Dr. Herring. The CDO trains and certifies all dentists. Well, where would I go now? There's no clues here, right? This is just the Root Trees reference and a little chat with Natalia. Dr. Herring. Well, now I'm not exactly sure what to do next. We're not really any closer to getting this guy's name other than we think it begins with an A. Oh wait, this is new. Okay, this is probably what I'm supposed to use. Canadian Dental Organization Conference, 1971 newsletter. This year, key speakers covered a wide range of subjects, including Emergent Technologies in Root Canal by Emerson, Brace Yourself, Orthodontistry in the Age of Bubblegum by Irving, and Challenges in British Dentistry by Forsyth. All were highly entertaining and informative. This year's grand prize went to Dr. Muller for his work on the oronectomy procedure, flying in late from surgery in Toronto for the photo op. The esteemed Dr. Miller shared a few choice words. I couldn't have done it without my brilliant cousin Alex. Wait, am I done now? Because that just gave us Alex for you. And we've got, you are Dr. Muller. And if we're going by what was said on the phone, his first name is Dirk. And he's not in Montreal, he is in Toronto, because he flew in from Toronto. Okay. So we have everything. We found these bastards. There we go. All right. We've ratted them. They tried to get out through the rat line, but they walked right into the cheese. Oh, we got him. We got him, boys. No more 2-bit guy impersonating a tour guide. We got him. He has a highly acclaimed, highly decorated dentist. Acclaim almost works, but it should say acclaimed. Testing my knowledge of the English language. Pioneered the oronectomy, for which he has received significant acclaim. His younger brother goes by I'm saying brother because they are actually brothers. It's not what they're going by, which is cousins. All right. Pretty good. But can I not go back? Because this guy was in the other one. How do I go back? Can I, is it somewhere in here? It's this guy. Who's this? It is him. It's the same guy. I'm losing my mind over this. This is not going to be important until later, is it? I assume the tutorial is still stuff like from the actual game, or the demo stuff from the actual game. Schultz Brothers docket. I can pin stuff if I want. Got the squad photo. Okay. Canadian Dentistry Org. We got my first phone call. That is my first phone call, isn't it? I had a whole case with no phone calls where my phone remained completely unused. Tomorrow brings a new case, or whatever. The French Collection. Is that like the French Connection? Everything going good? Everything is going good. Thank you. Been working on a very, very long video. It's probably going to take still quite a while because it's another Golden Idol history video, which is a lot more work than my other videos. And I've decided to stream the Ratline, which is a nice 1970s mysteries game that's a little bit like the Golden Idol and a little bit like Root Trees Are Dead, which I also played but not on stream. I can search the New York Public Records Library. Oh, it's like the internet. It's like the internet. What if I do Root Tree? Give me some... Nah. What if I do Golden Idol? In Root Trees Are Dead, there was like... there's a lot of references to other mystery games if you search the internet. I have to find 3 people this time. It gets harder and harder as you go along. Okay, we've learned that in this game, when you want to catch someone, you start by reading the dossier intro, which is always on the left of the evidence. Mr. Perlman, we are now on the trail of Anneliese Hoffmann and her lackeys, Helmut Schlosser and Wolfgang Fischer. The daughter of a wealthy and well-connected family, she is target of utmost importance. We've secured you access to the archives, a wealth of searchable documents that may aid your investigation. Our regards. And this is where you should put your name in a letter, but obviously they forgot to do that. That's very silly. Wealth of searchable documents. Okay. That's how I got that. Why is there always sneaky looking people? Like, even, look, she's just like, she's got a little mischievous look. Everyone looks sneaky in this. These two are fine, but okay. This isn't the guy, is it? This isn't the guy again. Pelicott and Partners. That's not him. This is, I'm already getting thrown off by, if you didn't hear me say earlier, there's someone that is appearing a lot in the background of photos. Let's see here. So where are we gonna start? The archives is gonna help. Okay. Pelicott and Partners and Siegfried. Maybe we start with the boat. In fact, I didn't need to go over here to get to the library. Is it spelled S-I-E-G? Where does it say it? Yep, Siegfried. Siegfried shipping routes. Am I gonna need to like pin this or something? Let's pin this so that it's... Ah, you can pin things. Should I have pinned the, Can I pin stuff from the glossary? New Jersey to Dublin to London to Seville to Trieste. Intermediary symbols redacted from... Hang on a second. I've got something in my evidence that is Hang on a second. I never figured this out from the last case. Where is this? This is important, isn't it? Safe passage assured. D. Who's D? This looks like... Wait a minute. Wait, hold on. Can I... What does this mean? This way up. Is this one upside down? So it's actually HS? Oh, what does it mean? Half circle, triangle. Is it saying that these guys are inside of these boxes or something? Is that what we're supposed to take? What was the... None of these are the guys with beards, so I'm not going to have their names, but... Okay, this pentagon here is not important. The pentagon's not important. The circle is also probably not important unless someone was cut in half and merged together, or these two people were combined into one person. But I don't think that's what's happening. Oh, hello! Safe passages assured, new identity is assigned. Okay, so we are supposed to use this somehow, but... Is it for the people in the photos? Because there's 5 shapes and 5 people. DF, HS, RG. Are the new identities the initials that are on the boxes? Are these people actually in the boxes? I feel like there's a lot going on here. Shipping routes, intermediary symbols, redacted. Extrapolate from pattern. Oh. So there's a pattern where it goes pentagon, something, 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 Trieste. Is this where they were dropped off, perhaps? So I should probably focus first on the one that is in this case. But I'm not really sure about these heights. Okay, something's going on where these people were secretly moved. Ooh, there's a whole lot going on. Okay. Maybe I need to do a bit more searching. We've got Siegfried. Maybe we move on to this Pellicott and Partners for now. Pellicott and Partners. What? There's something weird going on with the typing here. Can I... Why do I have to type it twice sometimes? Pellicott. So that didn't do anything. I don't feel like I really have enough. Can I look up these people? I don't suppose it's just as easy as looking up names like this. Did this one have a back? So there's 4 people visible on the boat. This guy looks like he might be a priest, which could be related to the main mystery, the priest that got murdered. Am I supposed to be able to tie these people together? Even that's not that easy. I don't actually see a strong resemblance between people in these 2 photos. Like, I could look for this, like, jawline thing that this guy's got. But I don't see anyone else. Maybe this guy? Is that the same person? So this is Annalise Hoffman. Triangle is Annalise. Okay. Surely I'm not getting stuck already. Maybe I can use the phone to call Pellicott and Partners. Maybe that's my secret. Pellicott and Partners. Okay, so I've had an idea, and it is leading to something. That's what we like in mystery games. Hello? Hello, George Martinique of Pellicott and Partners. course. Hello, my name is Saul Perlman. I've received a document regarding the Hoffman family with your law firm stamp on it. Oh yes, wait one moment. Door shutting. How can I help? Why do you have this photo? Mr. Perlman, do you know what a private archive is? No. Say there's a very rich family, for example, the Hoffmans. They might wish to have a place to store their enormous amounts of documentation stemming from their personal affairs, somewhere confidential, so it can't be found easily. Exactly. Proof of business malfeasance? Sometimes, but also more personal problems, fallouts, illegitimate children, drug problems, identities, and struggling to follow. My apologies. Pelicott & Partners represented the Hoffman's business until we were ousted in a recent corporate restructure. We also served as a personal archive. You know where the bodies are buried. Exactly. That photo is from the... Why is this guy so helpful? It's surely... I guess they're not in business anymore. That photo is from the secure archive. It was deposited there many years ago. The reason you have it is certain partners, myself included, feel that more light should be shed on the Hoffman family's broader activities. What are those broader activities? For example, the Hoffmans run cafes, restaurant stores. I've met a number of their regional directors. They have surnames like Rodrigo, Savelli, Giraud. What do you think their accents are? German? You are smart. They all have strong German or Austrian accents and are roughly 50 to 60 years old. You think the Hoffmans are hiding people inside their companies? Including family members? I do. That I couldn't say. What was the restructure about? I think there was a big scandal. I heard little, and it was all covered up quickly. After that, a lot of people were moved around, and we were cut off. What can you tell me about the Hoffmans? Very rich Swiss-Austrian family. Father Franz and mother Elizabeth. One daughter, Anneliese. What did you say they run? They specialize in food and drinks. They have restaurants and stores all over Europe. Touristy, popular with Americans. I am American. And I apologize for that. Is that all their business interests? I believe they've recently started a U.S. chain of pawnbrokers and discount stores. Grubby stuff. How about Anneliese? Did we see a Hoffman pawn? Wait a minute. Okay, we're gonna have to go back. How about Anneliese specifically? She was the joy of the Hoffmans, a ski champion, concert pianist, ballerina. Not a particularly nice person, though. How? How do you say? She treated people like property. What was the state of her marriage? Tempestuous, to say the least. Tell me about Schlosser and Fischer. Helmut Schlosser was high up in the Austrian command chain. Very tall and handsome man. He was also vain and cruel, capable of days-long rages. So not your typical Nazi, then. Very good. There are stories in the archives of him beating up his servants, kicking his dogs, all qualities that endeared him to military command. And Fischer? Fischer is a murkier figure. He was a close friend of Schlosser, but less so with the Hoffmans. He wasn't at Anneliese's and Helmut's wedding, for example. I think he was deeply in love with Anneliese. I've gleaned from some letters that this was to some extent mutual. They were lovers. That I cannot say. What did the part of the photos contain coded symbols? I can't help with that, but you should have a look at some archives for anything you've seen in the picture. Plus check if you've seen these symbols before. Thanks, George. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, something just connected for me. Something just connected. Okay, hold on. New evidence revealed. Evidence added to your file. Can I like make my own notes? Wait, what? Where did this come from? Okay, one thing at a time. Oh, there's too much. Where did all this come from? Okay. So, the thing that I just realized is that if I go to... Not in here. I've got too many buttons. If I go to the... If I pinned it, I think it should be pinned. Yeah, this is pinned. So, this symbol is literally just a destination. That's all it is. It's where they're going. So, both of these people, but then where did they both go initially? The two with the beards. Did they go to Canada or did they go to the United States? Okay, if we go back to, is it Marathon Men? Where did they go first? We know where they initially fled to Seville. Okay, Seville. Can I make my own notes? Is that allowed? Evidence open in background. What? Okay, I can't make my own notes. I would have to like do it separately. But I figured something out. Okay. Where's that map? Extrapolate from pattern. I'm not sure what that means, but Seville is the half circle, which means London and Dublin are those other two shapes, the triangle and the square. So some of these guys went to London and some of them went to Dublin. And I guess they were in the crates, maybe. This is a lot of information to work with. What am I supposed to do with all this? Copper kettle. Am I supposed to call some of these places? Where's my Rolodex? Where's my library? The amount, no. E and what? Why am I doing phone? What? Oh, what? Okay, hold on. If I do an ampersand, it goes to the phone? E, I guess that's not gonna work. Can I just look for Hoffman? Hoffman Corporate Resources. What is... Hello? How did I just find this in the library? What? Oh my goodness. Okay, there's a lot going on. There's many things going on. We've got 2 Hoffman-related things. I've got a lot on my screen. Can I, like, start pressing shift and stacking evidence, perhaps? Can I make everything a size 1 evidence and then press shift? I don't know what shift does. I was told in the controls that I could press shift, but it doesn't seem to do anything. There's an axe in the background. I don't understand. Okay, we're gonna start by trying to figure out which of these symbols is Dublin and which of these is London. Maybe. That might help. Actually, no, we're gonna start with this because this is apparently related to the other thing that also has these symbols. Dear Anna, my mother says she already knows that I need to understand about things your parents discuss in polite circles and other intellectual things that I study or love. That doesn't mean anything on its own, right? I have to do this. So what actually is being said is that the cheese goes to the... What? Maybe I didn't make as much sense of this as I thought. I don't see any cheeses in... What looks like is happening is there's symbols in the background. And I thought I was going to see the same symbols here that I see here. But no? This might have more to do with the... Did we see symbols associated with the... with this? Or maybe it's not... that there's symbols. Maybe like one of these is Les Big Cheese. So the cheese goes to the HOO, House of Olives. Cheese goes to House of Olives. So Hortense Simon went to Madrid. The bread goes to the diamonds, which I think I've seen before, actually. I think I've seen this. What is this? Oh, do I need to, like, write stuff down? I think I might need to write stuff down to have any chance, you know? Need to give this game respect and take notes. Okay, so what is this? This is Ratway, and it's case. I kind of want to put the name of the case as well. What's the name of this case? 3, the French collection. So then we've got a bit of evidence that ties Hoffman Enterprises restructuring. So we're just gonna write. I'm just gonna. This isn't on screen, but I'm just writing this down for my own understanding. So bread goes to bread, and then in parentheses, what is bread? I see a pretzel. Diamonds and pawn seems important. I think we might know a little bit about that, though. The crusty loaf. So bread is the crusty loaf. Dublin, Roger Green. And it goes to the Hoffman Diamonds and Pawn, which I think that says TBD, but I think we do know about that. Diamonds. Hoffman Diamonds and Pawn. Okay. So that's where the bread went. And then a couple other things also went there. Or one other thing went there. The lantern went there? The lamplight larder. The lamplight larder in London. I assume these arrows mean that someone went from somewhere to somewhere else, or like Helen Smith went to also the diamond, which is Hoffman Diamonds and Pawn. I don't know if I need to put the symbols in here, but they don't take up that much space when I write them, so it's fine. And then how many more arrows do I have? I've got like 3 more arrows. Is this the same one that I just saw? I feel like I'm writing down something different than what I said a minute ago. Am I mad? Have I gone mad? Okay, the pretzel, which is the Pretzel Shack. Munich, Dietrich Faust went to the mountains. Which one's the mountains? Which one is the mountains? Maybe this one's not so easy. Oh, the mountaintop. Sure. Right at the top. Top. Head office. Geneva. E and F. Hoffman. Okay. And then, what have we got next? We've got the cheese. Les Big Cheese. Paris. Hortense Simon goes to, I think we did this one, House of Olives. Madrid, Daniel Ferrer. And then we've got just the last one. The dolphin. Is that a dolphin? Oh no, the Hungry Pig. The Hungry Pig. Berlin. Rupert Grunwald. Goes to Top Tomatoes. Is that what it's going to be called? Top Tomatoes. Guess the whole name without even needing to see it. Dublin, Donato Ferry. Okay, so now we have all the connections. I don't know what I'm going to do with that information, but I've organized it for later. I'm also going to write down the shapes. So, shapes. Half circle equals Madrid. Pentagon equals New Jersey. I'm sure someone's going to show up with a pentagon, and I'm going to be scared because I'm going to be like, oh, they live near me. So then we need to figure out triangle. And we need to figure out square. So I still don't know how to decode this message. I do notice that there's some repeating things. And there's also this thing at the end, this teapot at the end. Mother knows about your other love. Okay, so now we have Ava wrote a coded message. Mother knows about your other love. I'm not sure how that's gonna reveal. Is there like labeling on this evidence? Can I see what this actually is? Because that's probably important. Dear Annalise, I'm sorry to hear about Helmi. We can handle arrangements, but you need to leave Europe as soon as possible. We have a new opportunity that could provide you with some cover. The first name, however, will have to stay. Please take care. So Annalise's name is still Annalise. Let's just put that right in. Is this how I spell it? Why can't I? Hello? Is it Anna, maybe? What? The first name will have to stay. Your cousin, young Master Kunst, inquired after you. He is terribly fond. What a shame this all is. Love, Ma and Pa. Let's put in Annalise's parents wrote a letter saying a new opportunity could provide her with cover, but the first name would have to stay. However, I can't select Annalise as a first name. It's interesting. So maybe they're talking about someone else in a very roundabout way. Man found murdered in Dublin Park. Police in Ballymoon yesterday discovered the body of David Fairview in Grange Park. Detectives say Fairview sustained multiple stab wounds and bore defensive injuries consistent with a violent struggle. Forensic officers also believe the body may have been moved after the attack. Photo recovered. Oh, is this going to have the guy? We see this guy looking angry. Photo recovered from the victim, David Fairview. So are we saying... Detectives are now appealing for information on a tall blonde woman in her early 50s who was seen in the area with a male companion around the time of the incident. Anyone with information is asked to contact Ballymum Garda Station. Can I contact them and find out what happened? I can. I don't know if I can help, but I can get information. That seems useful. Is it? Oh, I have to call someone. Ballymun Garda Station, Sergeant Kenny. How can I help? Hello, I'm inquiring about a murder that happened last year in Grange Park. All right, you'll be wanting to turn yourself in, will you? I'm inquiring about the victim, David Fairview. Look, fella, I don't know the case. What I do know is I've sure had enough of yous not calling up about it. Us people. Yous Yanks, you called last week asking about this and about the developments of the case. Well, this is an open investigation, so ain't got no to say to you ye. Where were the calls coming from? Oh, some dizzy girl in New Jersey. You done now? Well, I'd really like to. Oh, piss off. So someone in New Jersey was calling about the case. I wonder if that was Annalise. Is that all I get from that? Oh, I feel like this is so complicated. Am I supposed to take from this that Annalise went to Dublin? And that the triangle means Dublin and the square means London? If Wolfgang did go to London, am I supposed to say he's there now? Also, do I know who's who in this photo? Based on clues that I've gotten so far. Okay, maybe I can I would like to label people in these photos other than the three main people. But it seems difficult. Let's start with the beginning. Annalise Hoffman and Helmut Schlosser. She's a target of utmost importance, the daughter of a wealthy and well-connected family. So perhaps this is Annalise, but I'm not allowed to get her face from this one. She's got blue veins. I think this is going to be Annalise, isn't it? Can I perhaps look at some of my evidence? This case has gotten very complicated very quickly. Portrait of Annalise and friend? What? Which one's Annalise? Ava. I need a family tree somehow. Sorry to hear about Helmi. You need to leave Europe as soon as possible. Leave Europe? So that means she's presumed, unless... Did the British Isles count as Europe? We have a new opportunity that could provide you some comfort. The first name will have to stay. Your cousin inquired after you. I'm getting a lot of, like, relationships between people, but it's not... I don't know really what to do with this, like, corporate structure and the people that went to places. Like, what is this? Personnel restructuring? That just means they moved someone between those. Maybe I need to find someone else with veins like that. Maybe there's someone with veins like that in one of these. Do you have veins? Who's got veins? Is Annalise the one with the... Surely Annalise is the one with the veins, because they're making it harder to get her face. And it's on the left arm as well, and she has black hair. So it's someone with black hair. I feel like this photo is taken after this photo. This is tough. This is very tough. I might need a hint. Is it too early to get a hint? You can now access character-specific hints if you need them. Yeah, I might need a hint about Annalise. Let's just get one hint. Annalise married Helmut. Okay. Well, if that's the first thing that we're supposed to focus on... Hold on a second. I think we just got something. Because someone said, I'm sorry about Helmut. And then... But then... No, something doesn't quite match here. Where did it say I'm sorry about Helmut? Need to leave Europe. Okay, this is in Dublin Park. So she went to Dublin. That's what the... So she didn't... That's why we don't have a Pentagon anywhere, is because she didn't go to America until later. But she did end up in America, and we know that for reasons that I have forgotten. But we will find those reasons again. I didn't actually put in the name, did I? No, I didn't. David Fairview. And if they're dead, we put in their last known location. So this is in Grange Park in Dublin. Dublin. Okay. A photo recovered from the victim, David Fairview. So that must be him. Right? How do I get the photo open? There must be a way to get that photo. But oh no, wait. I just need another photo that actually has him in it. That's him. That's the guy right there. That's Helmut. Can I... Ooh. That's him. You can see his little mouth shape. He's got that little thing on his mouth. He's got the same eyebrows, same kind of face, same kind of hair. That's Helmut. And we know everything about him, and he's dead. Body may have been moved after the attack. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that. Tall blonde woman with a male companion. So was she in on it? Was she like running away with this guy? And he was all angry. Because that was what we got from this, right? Annalise was a joy of the Hoffman. A ski champion, concert pianist, and ballerina. Does any of that, like, match what we've seen? Concert pianist and ballerina. Does any of that come up anywhere? If the woman that married the man in the photo here is... If this is her, then that means this is her, right? Could these be the same person? And why is this person unfindable? These two don't even look that similar, though, is the thing. Well, this must be Annalise, then, because she treated people like property. Slasher and Fisher. Fisher was a close friend of Slasher. Oh, this is probably him, and this is probably him. Oh no, it's this is probably him. We're gonna go with this for now. Is deep in love with Annalise. From some love letters, this was to some extent mutual. But we know they were because... Okay. So, we know where they went initially. Why do I think Annalise went to America? Why do I think she went to New Jersey? I got that from somewhere. Someone went to London. Okay, so we have this thing that is telling us... I wrote this down. Someone went... So from London, someone went to Diamonds, which is Diamond and Pawn. And Diamond and Pawn I have from the other case, which is... where is it? It might be from the very first case, actually. I think it was in there. New Jersey... Wait, am I in New Jersey or am I in somewhere else? I actually don't remember where I am. Maybe I don't know. Roger Green, managing director. Is this the guy? Is this him? Someone was moved to Hop. That is the right logo, so I was right that it's here, but where is it located? Rose Street Gallery, Amsterdam. Local pawnbroker in Camden, New Jersey. Okay. So someone was moved from London to New Jersey. So maybe I'm crazy about Annalise not being... They said they had to get her out of Europe, though. Where else would she be in? This is all Europe. Everywhere except New Jersey here, I would say, at least, is in Europe. Okay. So whoever was in London went to New Jersey. And then we look at this. We're saying square or triangle is Dublin. Have I written that down? Triangle equals Dublin. Dublin. Square equals London. And I think there's another one for a city in Italy, isn't there? Let's just make sure I've written that down as well, because we're probably going to need it later. Circle. Circle is Trieste. And I'll put in parentheses Italy, because I'm not going to remember that, unfortunately. Italy. I think that's in Italy. Maybe Venice? It's near Italy. We're going to learn geography in the process of playing this game, and then we're going to be really good at geography. Okay, I'm getting somewhere. So this guy, what happened to him? He was moved to New Jersey, and he's in New Jersey. Oh wait, what location? New Jersey. What? Can I not put that? Can I put Camden? Oh, that's gonna be tough. Hold on. I need to know what city he's in. Okay. That's probably... No, he is in Camden, because Camden, New Jersey is where the pawnbroker is located. Right? So he's in Camden. I think. And does he look like someone that we see in one of these other things? It should be someone from the first case, right? Because I don't think we see the pawnbroker anywhere else. I need to look at his hair again. Okay. How old should he be by now? Should be quite old. So we know where these guys went as well, but I don't think these guys are on our list. It's not our fraudster, is it? No, it's not him. I think we get the name somewhere else. We've got all the photos. We've got all the photos. I don't know how we're supposed to know where Annalise went after she got this. Is this a clue to something? Is this like the mom was... And who's Ava? Someone from New Jersey was calling. Okay, but does this actually tell me anything? Some dizzy girl in New Jersey. I think I'm missing something very important. And New Jersey was calling about it. Is that like he had... Did they both run away to New Jersey? I really don't have a lot to go off of here. We're gonna start with this, but I feel like I've not got a good idea about this. Okay. Are we supposed to find someone that... Okay, wait. What about this guy? This guy was Wolfgang Fischer, and he was a square, and he went to London, and that's how we know he went to New Jersey. Do we also have like a name, perhaps? I think we do have a name, but I have to check. Is this what we've got what they were and then they were moved later? So Helen Smith was moved from, oh no, wait. London was moved to Diamond. Helen Smith? Is this supposed to be before or after the move? Because what's our London to New Jersey situation? The Lamplight one. Lamplight Larder was Helen Smith. The bread was also... Krusty Loaf was Roger Green in Dublin. Something is bothering me because if Helen Smith was Annalise Hoffman's pseudonym, she shouldn't have been going from London, right? She should have been going from Dublin, because this would be her right here, right? Something's not right. Unless, wait, do we have a date on this? No, we don't have a date on this. Page 2 of 2. What do you mean page 2 of 2? I might need another hint. Oh, let's just get another hint real quick. Just don't know where to go. Wolfgang changed names to the owner of a Hoffman business. Okay. Well, that's kind of what I thought, but I feel like that is going to... So which one of these is Wolfgang? He would have gone to, I believe, he would be the only one that went to London. Right? Does he have to be one of the ones that moved, or does he not necessarily? That means he's David Fairview. He has to be David Fairview then. That's the only male name that fits. Fairview? Wait a minute, we saw that name somewhere else, didn't we? Oh. Oh, we might have a problem, wait. Have I got these two mixed up? Oh, the victim had this photo. That doesn't actually mean that he was the... David Fairview. Wait, so who died and who... I didn't even think of checking for David Fairview. So he's David Fairview, so he's dead. So he actually should be in Dublin, I guess. I feel like this is so backwards from what I would expect. But then who are you? Do I have their faces mixed up? No, we know she married Helmut. And this is their wedding, surely. Right? How is this not their wedding? And what is this symbol in the background? What does that possibly mean? I feel like I'm no closer to anything. So do we have someone that went from Dublin to... Roger Green went from Dublin to New Jersey. Right? Something still doesn't fit. We can try Roger Green for this guy. For now. I assume it has to be one of the ones that moved. Although, wait, out of the ones that didn't move, well, I didn't even write down all of them. Hold on. He took the name of someone in Dublin, right? Roger Green, Donato Ferry. Someone moved to Top Tomatoes, but I don't know if that makes a difference. That would mean he's in Camden. And his name is Roger Green. And she should be in Camden because she left Europe. She would have gone with him, right? I'm not too sure about this. We're going to keep doing one hint every so often, whenever we get too stuck. Annalise fled Europe. Well, we know that. She went to a quiet suburb in the US. A quiet suburb? Wait, where did I get that information? Annalise fled, and she went to a quiet suburb. What on earth does that mean? She fled Europe after going to... So she must be... She can only be... the other... Helen Smith. Oh, I don't know about this. I technically have all the answers, but... Helen... I think I'm not too sure about her name. Do they have the same... No one has the same last name as anyone else, do they? A quiet suburb. How am I supposed to get that kind of information? Maybe I'm supposed to find the name Helen Smith somewhere else. Maybe I'm supposed to find out about the place that she went. The, Hoffman Diamonds and Pawn. Maybe I can call them even. Well, let's look at the library first. Okay, we've looked at these. Hoffman Auctions? Don't think that's going to help much. Can I call the other place, the other business, where she originally worked? That's probably not going to have any warm leads, but so she was at the Lamplight Larder. Is it the Lamplight Larder, or is it Lamplight Larder, comma the, or is it Lemurian Embassy? Well, you know I have to. You know I have to. That's Golden Idol reference. I just typed it wrong and I have to do it all over again. Lemuria? Hello? That's an achievement? Oh, but I don't get a response now. That's sad. Of course I don't get a response. That'd be too cool. They'd have to make too many assets for an Easter egg. They'd have to do voiceover for a Lemurian. It's never been done before. Come on. What was it? Looking up Lamplight Larder. The Lamplight Larder? There must be a lot of these. No. It's just not going to be that easy, is it? That wouldn't make it quite that easy. Well, what am I doing now? Dizzy girl in New Jersey. Do they live together? He must be David Fairview, right? There's no mix-up. So this guy on the phone seemed to know a lot. He seemed to know exactly what was going on. In fact, he literally started talking about how they were Nazis partway through. Right, so he knows everything that I'm trying to do, and he's on board. Ski champion, concert pianist. What is this person with the arm that's got like the veins? Very tall, handsome man, vain and cruel, capable of days-long rages, kicking his dogs. Less so with the Hoffmans. He wasn't at Annalise's and Helmut's. Oh, he wasn't at their wedding. So how am I supposed to find him? This is not him. He wasn't at their wedding. This is not him. This might be him. Hold on a second. I think this could be him. I just realized. Because that is the same guy that's in this other photo, isn't he? That's him. That's him. Right? He's the manager of the But wait a minute, that means he's still alive. Oh, I'm mixed up now. He's still alive, right? That must be him. This can't be a coincidence. So he's in New Jersey. Oh, I'm all mixed up. What do I do now? I need more hints. I thought he was dead. But he's the one that's dead. Right? Am I getting way thrown off? We need more hints. Where's Helmut? David didn't end up where his business was. David? I thought this was David. Which one's David? So I was right the first time. This is David Fairview. Oh, wait, whoops. He didn't end up where his business was. Well, David Fairview was someone who went from... I'm so confused. I thought David Fairview was dead. Is he not really dead? Oh, I'm so confused. David Fairview? What did we say about David Fairview on here? He was in the Copper Kettle. And where did the Copper Kettle go? He didn't end up where his business was, so he was in... David Fairview... He did die in Dublin. David Fairview was the victim, which is kind of what I thought. Okay, so the Copper Kettle was in... How am I supposed to know that, though? Am I literally just supposed to know that from the photo? But also... Yeah, oh, he would have been in Dublin, because... This guy... How did he get over to... How did they end up in the same place, then? Was he the killer? Was he this guy? Or was he this guy? He must be this guy. Because that guy looks exactly the same as this other guy. Right? This is him. Wait, do we know that this guy's name is David Fairview? Hold on a second. Where is it? Where is it? No. No, that's not right at all. Okay, so I probably need to take away this face, right? That's probably not him. Although, hold on, wait, is this guy the same as this? No, I've missed something with the face. This guy's name is not David Fairview, but he did take the name of the... What? Did they both take the same name? Is that what I'm supposed to take? Because he didn't end up where his business was. His business was in London. The Copper Kettle was in London, but he didn't go there. He went to Dublin, and we know that because unless they both went to London and then they both went to Dublin, and then this guy was already in Dublin, I guess. Oh, it's not easy. It's not easy. I'm missing some important stuff. I'm missing some real important stuff. David Fairview. Let's get a hint about how to find Wolfgang's face, because I feel like the faces are what's really throwing me off. Review the first case documentation. Okay. I mean, I've gathered that the first case is... Oh, no. Stop it. Stop it. No. Stop. Not again. Okay, you need to fill in all fields first. I don't know why that does that if I haven't filled in all the fields. Okay. We're going to pin this. This guy might be important, you know. This guy might be a little bit important. It might be talking about, you know, this Hoffman Diamonds and Ponds. Unless I'm supposed to figure out his name is Roger Green now? In which case that is him? We can try that. He looks a bit young. He would be in Camden, New Jersey then, if that was the case. Let's just follow up. Now that we think we have an answer, let's just follow up and see if that is at all making sense. Wolfgang runs a new Hoffman business picture. Okay, so it is him. He's Roger Green. He's in Camden, New Jersey. Who's the girl that's calling from... Oh, also, who's his wife? That's her! That's her! So he I guess, killed this guy and then ran off with her to New Jersey. And they had fake names anyway. No one knew they were married anyway, right? Or did they know? Are you supposed to know from that one photo? Okay, well now I have reason to believe everything that I've put in, so we can rat it out. There are more than 2 errors. More than 2? Yikes, okay. Well, I'm not too sure about Helen Smith, to be fair. I'm not too sure about that at all. This guy did die in Dublin, right? It's trying to tell us that his business wasn't in... Camden, New Jersey. Annalise changed names to the owner of a Hoffman business. Well, wait a minute. That is how I got Helen Smith. Is there some way that... Did she go to... I'm looking in... Everything's in either London or Dublin. So she... Did she change names again? So her... Oh, wait a minute. I need her latest alias, not her most recent one. So we've got Helen Smith. Her name is Helen Green, not Helen Smith. So that's one mistake, but apparently I have at least 2 more. This should be right. This should be right. This should be right, because he's pictured as the owner of a business. Is this not Helmut? David Fairview in Dublin. I must be wrong about this David Fairview thing. That must be what I've got wrong. Helmut changed names to the owner of a Hoffman business. He was the owner of the Copper Kettle. That's what I said. How do I have more than 2 wrong? The Copper Kettle, David Fairview. Did he change names again? But if it said next hint gives answer, surely that's the final answer. And he didn't go where his business is. He died in Dublin, right? Because that's him in the photo here. That's him. He died here. Well, he didn't die here. This photo could be from somewhere else. He was in Grange Park in Dublin. Dublin Park. So The body was moved? Tall blonde woman in her early 50s was seen with a male in the incident. And someone was calling from New Jersey. Maybe Camden is wrong. Is Camden not right? Is that not where the office is? Maybe that's what I'm getting thrown off by. So, yeah, maybe I've got 2 Camden, New Jerseys, and both of them should be a different town. What's this about them moving to a small suburb? There's a lot of cameras. Where is... Oh, maybe can I not like find this place? Well, this whole dentist one I feel like is not related other than the fact that it gave us the shapes and that it has this guy who's going to come back later, I'm sure. Do we have anything that could possibly... New Jersey. I feel like I never used this thing on the back. DFHSRG. HSRG. RG. Helen Smith. Wait a minute. DS. Is that where I'm getting thrown off? Oh, DF. No, DF is right. DF is right. So that all makes sense. And he was David Fairview when he died. It's the Camden, New Jersey. That must be the part that I have wrong. So, how am I supposed to find somewhere else in New Jersey that they could be? We're just gonna get a little bit of a hint for where I should be looking. We can move locations with someone. He went to America, settling into a quiet suburb. How am I supposed to know which quiet suburb? I haven't seen anywhere else about New Jersey. She went to a quiet suburb in the US. This is everything that I could have short of just getting the answer. But it's not Camden, right? It can't be Camden, because otherwise I shouldn't have had 3 wrong just now. Can I check that I have 2 wrong? I suppose. There are 2 or fewer. Yep, it's both of these Camden, New Jerseys. But where do they actually live? Collingswood. Oh my god, it's been there the whole time in the first chapter. Collingswood, New Jersey. Okay. Okay, so the business is in Camden. They actually live in Collingswood, New Jersey. There we go. We've ratted them. Get ratted. I can't believe the guy that looks all sinister in the middle is not even the biggest bad guy in there. He's like, heh heh heh, I did fraud. You don't want to know what these guys did. The Siegfried ship from Trieste? Do we know that they started in Trieste? That seems to be the only option. They took on aliases that allowed them to run Hoffman businesses without detection. Wolfgang and Anneliese started an affair. This led to the death of Helmut, most likely at their hands. They were smuggled by Annaliese's parents to New Jersey to head up Hoffman's Diamond and Pawn in Collingwood, New Jersey. They are married and go by Roger and Helen Green. What a crazy life they've led. So I am supposed to look between cases. We haven't seen this guy anywhere, unless we saw like an older photo of him. We're just gonna, he's pinned. Who could he be in? This should be pinned because this also has a photo of him. And then I don't think we've seen him this time around. Is that him? Maybe? Let's just look real quick, because we finished the case, but I just would like to look at where he is in these. That is surely him, and that is surely him. We know who this guy is. I think this is just the two guys, and this is probably the priest. That could be him. Can I like? I think that's him. He's a bit younger, but he is still bald, and he does still have the same shaped nose, and the same shaped glasses, and the same shaped chin. I think that's him. I think this is him, and he's talking to the priest. So this guy who's been there with all these guys, he knows the priest somehow. So there's a connection. Is this the end of the demo? I feel like that was a very long case. I mean, I'm getting the game. The game is really fun. I'm just gonna get the game. I don't need to be convinced any more than this. Is that you again? Another 3 a.m. call? You've done well, Mr. Perlman. I tracked down Annalise Hoffman and her new husband. Turned out she iced the last one. Congratulations. You're going to arrest her? Maybe we will. Maybe we won't. Oh boy, so is that it? We're done. Not even close. You're gonna start paying me? I'm covering my own expenses here. My library card is maxed out. Mr. Perlman. Oh, forget it. I could see you guys are as tight as you are tight-lipped. Mr. Perlman, we need you to look into some ex-Nazis based in South America, Argentina, Bolivia, and Paraguay. I already got a guy in Argentina, a dentist. This is different. These men were high-ranking Nazi officers. After their escape from Europe, certain powers chose to make use of them for their skills, arrest, interrogation, torture. Now, some head up secret police departments to go only by aliases. They were promoted, basically. They visit untold misery on their country's people and stifle the spread of democracy. We need to hunt them down. And have them arrested? No, we want to eliminate them. And if I refuse? Saul, you seem to have a nice enough life. Do you really want to find out? I see. I'm being threatened. That's not fun for a detective. A pleasure to meet you, Mr. Perlman. You can go back to sleep. I bet this guy that's calling is the old man from the photos. Your next package arrives tomorrow. That's gonna be him. That's gonna be him. Oh, I think I think I could just get the game, honestly. Is it gonna save my progress from the demo if I get it? I'm just getting the game. I don't know why I even played the demo. I should just got it. This is my kind of game. Oh, I really enjoyed this. I'm very in. I'm very excited to play more. All right. Well, it looks like no one's on now, so I'll end the stream, but you can expect me to stream more of the actual game soon. Maybe right after if I need to like catch up on to where I was and just talk about it and sort of digest the stream. But yeah, that's it for the demo. See you.